Hola gente hermosa, espero que se encuentren muy bien. Hoy les voy a leer un libro en inglés que es The Secret of the Rosary, St. Louis de Montfort. I hope you enjoy. One day, through the Rosary and Scapular, I will save the world. Blessed Virgin Mary to Saint Dominic. A White Rose for Priest. Dear ministers of the Most High, you, my fellow priests, who preach the truth of God and who teach the gospel to all nations, let me give you this little book as a white rose that I will like you to keep. The truths contained in it are set forth in a very simple and straightforward manner, as you will see. Please keep them in your heart so that you yourselves may make a practice of the Holy Rosary and taste its fruit. And please have them always on your lips, too, so that you will always preach the Rosary and thus comfort others by teaching them the excellence of this holy devotion. I beg you to be aware of thinking of the Rosary as something of little importance, as do ignorant people and even several great but proud scholars. Far from being insignificant, the Rosary is a priceless treasure which is inspired by God. Almighty God has given it to you because He wants you to use it as a means to convert the most hardened sinners and the most abstained heretics. He has attached to it grace in this life and glory in the next. The saints have said it faithfully, and the popes have endorsed it. When the Holy Rosary has revealed the secret to a priest, the directors of souls, how blessed is that priest! For the vast majority of people fail to know this secret, or else only know it superficially. If such a priest really understands this secret, he will say the Rosary every day and will encourage others to say it. God and His blessed Mother will pour abundant grace into his soul, so that he may become God's instrument for His glory and for His word. Through simple will do more good in 1 month than that of other preachers in several years. Therefore, my dear brethren and fellow priests, it will not be enough for us to preach this devotion to others. We must practice it ourselves, even if we firmly believe in the importance of the Rosary, but never say it. Ourselves, people could hardly be expected to act upon our advice. For no one can give what he does not have. Jesus began to do and to teach. We ought to pattern ourselves in our blessed Lord, who began by practicing what He preached. We ought to emulate St. Paul, who knew and preached nothing but Jesus crucified. This is really and truly what you will be doing if you preach the Holy Rosary. It is not just a conglomeration of Our Fathers and Hail Marys, but on the contrary, it is a divine summary of the mysteries of the life, passion, death, and glory of Jesus and Mary. I could tell you at great length of the grace of God give me to know my experience, the effortlessness of the practicing of the Holy Rosary, and of how I have seen with my own eyes the most wonderful conversions it has brought about. I would gladly tell you all these things if I thought it would move you to preach this beautiful devotion, in spite of the fact that priests are not in the habit of doing so these days. But instead of all this, I think it will be unique enough for this little summary that I am writing if I tell you a few ancient but authentic stories about the Holy Rosary. These experts really go to prove what I have outlined for the faithful in French. Peace and love always. As always, have a beautiful day, people, and stay blessed.